Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please help me welcome Joda Kgosi.
One time, my mom and I were listening to the radio.
And you were like,
I said, girl, there's no way. I could do that. I could definitely do that.
I want you to get into telling me about the difficulties of being an artist, whether it be the marketing aspect. What are some of the things that people don't see about being an artist that are difficulties?
Reaching.
Yeah. So would you describe that still as R&B? Because it gave a bit of pop.
Yeah, it's definitely pop and funk.
Okay.
You know? Yeah. But you know, I'm black, so everything. I could make quite this tomorrow.
Hello and welcome to Dresme's Offscript, the podcast where we give you and bring you conversations that are as tailored as the looks we love. My name is Uneli Swagamhlongo and I am your host. Please do make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel. Please do help us grow. We're this close to 50 subscribers. So please help us grow and share this video to someone you think would enjoy the video. Now today with me, I've got a very talented individual. She is a singer-songwriter and a rapper as well who has an amazing soulful voice, and in her music she blends R&B and alternative and indie alternative sounds. That's over there, and she does that while looking very good and very fashionable. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please help me welcome Joda Kgosi.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
You look gorgeous.
Thank you, as do you.
Before we go into the nitty-gritty, we're going to start off by playing a game.
Okay.
Right?
I like games.
So this game is called Keep, Kill, or Rebrand.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you a couple of fashion items, and you're going to tell me whether you're going to keep them, kill them, or you'd rebrand, right?
Cool,
okay, cool. Let's get into it. Cargo pants.
Keep.
Okay.
Yeah.
And why?
The pockets, like nothing a girl love more than pockets. Like, what do you mean I've got 20 million pockets right now? Like, yes, give me 20 of those immediately.
I love that. Flared jeans.
Flared jeans.
Flared jeans.
Flared jeans. Like the ones that bamba here and then
they
like,
go in the end.
Rebrand.
Okay.
I like them if they like bodysuit. Like, if it's like, until a bodysuit is like a mermaid jumper, sort of. Instead of being like just jeans and J, because people don't know how to style those, I've realized. So it's stressing me a lot.
You know what I'm imagining? When you say rebrand, I imagine those bodysuits like from the 90s that people used to wear. Okay, cool. That would be a cool concept to come back.
Yeah.
Mesh tops.
Keep. We love nipples. We love bras. We
love freeing them.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
More see-through.
I love that. Fanny packs.
Fanny packs. Kill. Yeah, no, actually, we've let fanny packs get away with what they've been doing for too long.
Yeah.
Fanny packs belong at marathons.
I hear that. Yeah. What are those side bags that men have? What are they called? Those little...
I call them handbags because if I hold it, it's a handbag. If you hold it, it must be a handbag.
Same thing. Same thing. Tonal beige tones.
Keep.
Okay.
Keep. I like it. I don't know. I think it's really cool. Everyone looks like they're going to the desert or something. I love it. We're all on theme. Everyone's wearing brown and beige. You're in your soft girl areas. I don't know what's going on. I'm a bright babe.
I was about to say, like, I expected you to kill that because, like...
No, because I love, like, bright and colored stuff. I need tonal, basics in the wardrobe. So that's a great basic to have.
Biker jackets?
Keep, because everyone needs to look more cooler. Why don't we want to look like bikers from the 70s?
I love that.
Why do I not want to look like I have a gun right now? Why would I not want to? I love it.
And then leather pants?
Leather pants, keep. We need to keep those because it gets really cold these days. Like, and nothing keeps you warm like leather. We need leather pants, leather shorts, leather, everything. I love leather.
But also, I feel like with the leather pants, it depends, eh?
I like the skinny ones that girl wear.
I was about to say, like, the skinny ones.
I love them. I love skinny pants. I don't know.
Maybe I'm envisioning something different than what you are saying.
No, like it looks like a jean, but it's leather and it's a skinny pant. I don't know. I love those.
Okay.
I think because it's like you can style it with a lot of stuff, you know. Those leather pants with like a fur coat, for example.
Okay.
Now you just look up class, you know. You look rich.
Okay, cool. Now that you are like making me envision it like that, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Platform boots,
We keep them.
keep them.
And we keep them until Jesus comes. Because we are short girls. We need the height.
But also, you know, the South African men are also short. So, like,
We're not dressing for them.
true.
No,
true.
but I love platform shoes. I don't think I have shoes that aren't platform. My Crocs are platform. My Converse are platform.
Everything is a
We
platform.
need more platform
What are we doing
shoes.
on the floor?
Exactly.
The last one, well, two last ones, double denim. So, denim on denim.
Kill. We need to go on expeditiously. I don't know, like maybe I haven't seen it done right, you know. And then there's like, yeah, no, I don't do that. I don't do it. I don't even know what to say.
She's just like,
Not
wrap
my
it up.
vibe. Why you wearing jean and jean? Come on.
Oh my word, I love it so much. I'm so into it.
I saw someone in like a denim trench coat with jeans, and I said, you know what? We need to discontinue this.
Okay.
Like, y'all need to stop.
You need to be stopped. And then the last one is slides with socks.
Yes. They must stay. Keep.
Okay.
Yeah. Slides with socks, heels with socks, open toe shoes with socks and stockings. We need more of it.
Okay.
Why the hell not?
I
You know?
love that.
Especially because socks can be like patterns and stuff like that. So I really feel like they can add a different element to the outfit.
So they make for a good accessory.
Yeah, they're a great accessory.
I did say that you're someone who shows up fashionably so for everything that you, anytime you pull up, you make sure
Yeah.
that you show out, right?
Yeah. I like
Please give
clothes.
us the fit before we get into the questions.
Oh, we do my OOTD.
Yeah, but your OOTD.
This is my dad's Rastafari hat because why not? I'm a Rastafari. I grew up listening to Bob Marley, so
Okay.
I deserve this. This jacket, do I need to say where it's from?
No,
This
you
is
don't
a
need to.
leather jacket, got online. This is a micro black short. Pattern stockings. I'm very into this recently. Like I've got lace ones.
Actually, maybe
as
you
well.
can say where it's from so that the people watching and
Yeah,
they
for
want
sure.
it, they can go and get it
Okay,
somewhere,
this
wherever
is
you
a
got it.
leather jacket thing from Shein. Micro shorts from Shein. These stockings patterns from Shein. Socks, probably like Cotton On or something. I got my shoes from this store in Hatfield. I wouldn't know the name,
Yeah.
but yeah,
They are so cute.
I was literally. This was an impulse buy. Like, you know, you're like walking past and you're like, oh my God, thank you so much. And they $350.
Oh,
yes.
Oh, you look amazing.
Thank
you look
you, thank you,
fabulous. And
thank
like
you.
I did say, you're someone who always shows up and shows up when it comes to fashion, right? And I saw this with your page, obviously, on social media,
Yeah.
but also on your cover art for your recent album. Tell me about what went behind the fashion choices for that cover art.
Well, when I met up with the creative director, I said only one thing to her, girl, I like red. And she said, what are you talking about? And then we went deeper. I was like, I want to look like a fairy. I've been in my fairy era. I want to look like hardcore but soft at the same time. And I think like red is quite like a hardcore color, but like the silhouettes and stuff were very feminine, sultry, soft. So I think that's what it was. It was just like, I wanted to be hardcore, but still girly pop. I still want to look like a fairy princess. Like, what the hell?
I mean, you look gorgeous. There were other
Thank you.
images as well where you were holding a snake Nyana thing there. Beautiful chef's kiss, gorgeous. So I want to know how you would describe your personal style.
How would I describe my person? I think fun, extra. I'm very big on accessories. Like maybe I'm not wearing them today, but I'm like rings and bracelets and fake piercings and shades. I'm very big on accessories. I think they can actually make our outfits. And yeah, I think I'm someone who builds my outfits around my accessories. So I just say out there is my fashion. It's just like, yeah, extravagant.
I love that. So I did
Yeah.
say that you have an album and you've got cover art for that album. So I want us to talk about the album.
Okay.
Me, myself, and mine, right? I mean, that title can be interpreted in a whole lot of different ways. So tell us what inspired you having to name that the album that title.
Me, myself, and mine. I think I mentioned to you earlier that I actually did crash out for like a bit, you know. But I was still making music. And then I was just suffering with like really bad feelings, negative feelings about myself, about my image, how I see myself, about my talents, about, you know, just who I am. And I was like, you know, the only person who can save me now is me. And then I realized down the line, oh my gosh, you wouldn't believe who controls my mind. Me! I can just start thinking good stuff about myself. I can just change the narrative, you know. So yeah, I think I was very much in my head, but then I realized, no, I don't need to be in my head. I just need to control my mind. All I have in the end is me, myself, and my mind, and that can really just shape my future, shape how I feel about myself. So yeah.
So how would you describe your sound? I did say earlier on that it's indie, alternative, R&B.
Yeah.
Would you say that is it, or maybe are there other elements that you would like to add on to that?
No, I think that's definitely it. But I'm definitely like someone who borrows from everything that she hears. So because I grew up listening to a lot of reggae, I'd borrow from that. I'd borrow from jazz. I borrow from gospel all the time. I grew up singing in church. So maybe I'm a thief or not even a borrower, but I find a way to make it my own.
But also, do you think that you would go into those genres that you borrow from?
Yeah, I would. I think I just love music. And in order to make good music, you just have to listen to good music. So if I listen to enough reggae, I could probably pull it off. If I listen to enough jazz, I'd probably pull it off. I think with age, I do want to go into like jazz, neo soul situation. But like, I was like, dude, I'm young. Like, let's trap, let's shake our booties. Let's have a good time.
Speaking about having a good time, I was watching an interview of yours quite recently where you were having a good time, but also you answered a couple of questions in that interview. And you were speaking about me, myself, and mind, and how that and the songs on there are a huge change and transition from the songs that you used to write in the beginning of your career, right?
Yeah.
So at the beginning of the career, you said you used to say, oh, this rhymes with this and that. Put all that together and make it rhyme, right? And here you said, each and every song, I remember what I was feeling, where I was, what I was going through, all of those things. So tell me some of the personal life situations that inspired the writing of some of the songs on Me, Myself, and Mind.
Okay, well, I can start. I think there's a song in the beginning. It's one of my favorites. It's called And I. It's the second song. And in the song, I said, but you passed by with a bottle of wine. Why? I told you I don't drink no more. And I was just like, you know, this guy never listens to anything that I say, you know. And it was like hurtful to know that you consider someone, you are well immersed in their life. They know everything about your life. Your mom knows my mom. I know everything about you. But something small like that, like just the small thing, I don't drink anymore. Why would you bring someone who's recovering maybe from alcoholism even? Why would you bring me that, you know? And it's like you never listen, you don't pay attention. So I think that was like my one ex who, I don't think he cared about me. He cared about how I impacted his life and how I made him feel better. So it's like, when you miss me, you don't miss me. You miss the fact that someone actually cared about how your day was or whatever. But yeah, you don't care. Even if it was someone else, you would have been chasing that person as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's Broke Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that is real life, hey. Like, we can't be in the club and two of my baller boyfriends are there. Everyone is okay. Life is good. And then you come tell me to leave. No, you don't get to tell me to leave.
You said the what?
Aren't you the ice boy? Aren't you the ice boy? But you know, no, I think I was being very mean. But that's also what I love about music. That is like, I'm not mean every day, but now I get the chance to be confrontational and say what I want to say, and you can't tell me. I won't
You can't tell me nothing because this is my album. These are my songs.
And I didn't at you. I didn't say your name. So if the shoe fits, wear it. But did I call you out?
No.
I never said any of these things to your face, which is wrong of me. Maybe I should say these things
so that you know.
But they know. I feel like we know when someone's talking about you.
Yeah. So in the times of lunatic and truth is, that was a rhyming phase. You've never been a lunatic in a relationship, acted psychotic.
No, I was definitely lunatic, but it wasn't that deep. Like, he was definitely a talking stage. It was definitely a 3-week situation.
And then you were like...
Yeah, you make me crazy. You drive me insane. Yeah, it was a rhyming situation. But I feel like now I can actually tell you line by line that this is really affects me. There's no fillers, I don't feel. I think in many of my songs, I'm not even rhyming anymore. I'm just like, I have some things to get off my chest. But that's also just growing as a writer. I started reading more, and I had to ingest sort of the type of stuff that I want to make. Like, you want to be a better writer, then you better don't read good writers.
So that you can be...
you want to be a great speaker, you need to watch other people speak. You want to be a great performer, you need to watch other people perform. So I think I just had to lock in with the writing, because then I was working off of my natural talent. But then natural talent is like, people have it now. Like, you guys know that Joda can make lunatic. What else
can she do?
So I definitely think I just needed to start reading more.
So I did say that your cover art is amazing.
Thank you.
Love the cover art for your album. It's very creative, right? And there's been huge discourse on the fact that people are just slapdashing when it comes to cover art. There's no creativity. It's just a picture of me looking to the side and then good to go. What's your opinion on that?
As long as people aren't using AI, because that's my first point, because like, honestly, like, we have seen people with no budget pull arts out of nowhere. You can do it. My first art cover, I made it on my phone on PixArt. I turned a picture of my head upside down. Make a plan, make a plan, make a plan. You know what I'm saying? Because AI is only making stuff that have already been out there. So what's new that you're bringing? But I think with creativity, you can't teach people creativity, you know? And I think a lot of artists don't want to call people like a creative director or whatever. Like, you have budget, dude. Like, you are literally one of the biggest piano artists. Like, you can't take 10,000, give to a creative director and say, you know what, I need
Put
you
something
to
together.
Creative direct my art cover. Us, we don't have money, but we're finding a way
to make sure that it gets done.
Yeah, so I think people also need to not be stingy with like the creative direction. Like, obviously you can want what you want or whatever, but I think there's people who it's their job to do that. So call those people the same way, it's someone's job to do makeup. You don't just do your makeup when you go into awards. Okay, no, this is somebody's job. This is how they will help me. So I think people also need to look at creative direction like that. We need creative directors. My creative director was Cash Ash.
Period.
Book Cash Ash. Ash Aura. Book her today. Thank you.
And she was amazing. She ate that cover up.
Everything. I had an all-black women team actually for my cover and stuff. So I'm always happy about that. What do you mean I put on 10 black girls? Let's go.
Period.
I didn't even put them on. They were helping me. They put me on. So, yeah.
But also the fact that you could source them and bring them all together to create this one beautiful thing is truly beautiful. You did say that you grew up in the church, right?
Yeah.
Singing in the church.
Church girl.
So when did you start singing? When did you discover, oh, this little voice of mine can do something? Was it a thing that you discovered? Parents saw, our child is talented. What was the situation?
With church, I'm in those churches where like all of you are going on stage. You see, there's no child that chooses you're not singing in church.
True.
All of us are singing in church, So I never thought I had like any special talent or whatever. I was just like, dude, we're singing because they're saying we can sing.
Yeah.
But I did know I really enjoyed it. I enjoy singing so much, And I enjoyed being in front of stage. I had a group. There was like 10 of us little girls. We were called God's Angels. We used to give special items, used to sing. I had my one solo every now and then. It was awesome, to grow in God in the church or whatever. But I think I figured out I could sing like around 11, 12. But it was because my mom was like butchering a song. Then I said, girl,
this is not how you do it.
That is not how the song goes. Like, it goes like this. And then she was like, you can actually sing. But my child delusion, I think that when she said that, I was like, dude, this whole time I've been singing, you didn't think I could sing. But yeah, that's when it clocked in. Before I was in a government school then in grade 7, when I went to private school where they could have the more one-on-one situation, then that's when I started honing the singing talent.
Okay.
Yeah, that's 12, 13.
Yeah. So you grew up in Midrand, right? Have you caught on the lingo?
Yeah, one thing about Midrand, I tell you, because I grew up there, you just need to sound a bit tired, you know?
Okay.
So if I'm saying to you like, okay, my mom says I must go do the dishes, I'll be like, hey, dog. My mom says I must go do the
The
dishes.
dishes.
Bruh. Just take it slow down. You guys are rushing. No.
You guys are not in a hurry in
No,
Rebrand.
we are relaxed.
When you are speaking, you need to slow it
You
down.
need to relax. Take it back. Come back. Hey, Joe. You see? I've said 2 words. It took 10 seconds.
More than it actually takes, right? So growing up in Midrand, you grew up with 4 siblings as well. Tell me about life growing up.
I have 2 older brothers and a younger sister.
Yeah.
And people are always worried about the middle child, whatever. I am like the middle child that everyone's concerned about. Like, they do not ignore me. Like, I'm just, they actually bother themselves about me. But I love growing up with my family. My older brothers are like 6, 8 years older than me. So by high school, I was the oldest, basically.
Yeah.
So I'm actually now an oldest sibling to one sister. Yeah, no, it's cool. My siblings actually really affirm me. My parents always affirm me. I'm a very emotional girly. Like, I cry about everything. But if there's people that get it, it's my family. So
Yeah.
that's why I just love them so much. I loved growing up at home.
Yeah.
Also, I grew up in that middle space, like, where it's like, it actually still wasn't normal for children to have phones. Like by 12, like, yeah, it was normal for us in our grade to have like, yeah, no, I don't have a phone. Or I don't have a phone. So I definitely played a lot. I grew
Yeah.
up playing, which is something I'm very grateful for. Yeah.
Your parents allowed you to be creative, allowed you to pursue whatever it is that you wanted to pursue, right?
For sure.
So you went to the University of Pretoria, or you go to the University of
Yes.
Pretoria, and you are doing publishing. So I'm guessing that was a very strategic decision and move because of the fact that it kind of aligns, right, with the music industry. So when you did take it, was that a very strategic move on your behalf?
Yeah, definitely. It was like publishing or like marketing or whatever. But when I looked at publishing and what it offered, I realized, okay, no, but publishing does involve marketing. Okay, it's book publishing, but there's so much that comes with it, which I think it was a very great choice. And it's an enjoyable degree now that I actually study. Like, since I've been like actually looking at the notes, I'm like, wow, this is so interesting. Like, I really love what I'm studying.
I'm sure you're like, oh, was this what I was missing out on the entire time when I'm not studying?
Yeah, no, like, now I get it. But yeah, I didn't want to study before. Yeah, and then I told my dad I wanted to be a teacher. And then he was like, okay, you're going to be poor or something. Then I was like, why would you say that to me, you know? So I was like, you know what, I'll study this publishing. But one day, I actually do want to pursue a teaching degree. I really love babies. They're so cute, great R.
Yeah. And I'm laughing about the teaching thing because my parents said the same thing to me. And that's because they were teachers themselves, right? And I'm like, what do you mean? You guys were providing for me. So what do you mean teaching doesn't have any money?
They had Tabombeki's economy. You are stuck with Mr.
With
Ramaphosa.
Ramaphosa's economy.
You are stuck with the 19,000 bachelor a month. 19,000 for a
Actually. So that might be a bit difficult having to do that and having to get into that.
But children still need teachers, so I don't get it. I will do it though.
At the end of your
when
career.
I have money.
At the end of your career, when all is said and done, or
even in the middle,
somewhere,
guys,
somehow,
we need
it has
side quests. You know, we can't be doing the same thing every day. That's what makes me exhausted.
Yeah. So what are some of the things that are side quests for you, hobbies that you love, that you enjoy doing outside of the music, outside of school? Something that you're like, you know what, in order for me to police my head, I need to do these things.
It's definitely reading. YouTube, but like not to watch like brain rot on YouTube. YouTube has like such interesting stuff on there. You can learn about everything. I like learning new stuff. So I think that's why I like YouTube, because it's like simplified. Like, now you're telling me about neurofusion. But in simple terms, like, you know, now me, Joda Kgosi, I know what's a neurofusion. You know, so I really like that. I love to cook. I really enjoy cooking, flavor, eating. Yeah, reading, I said. What else do I like to do? You
said you acted this
other
time.
Yeah, this week, I got called for an acting gig. So I did my debut acting gig. But yeah, I'm those people that's very much down, like, to also just do stuff with their friends. Like if my friend can call me now and say, I'm short of a model, best believe I will be on the runway today.
But my thing is, when you do visuals for your music videos or for your songs, like that's still acting, right?
Yeah, but it's my persona because it's
Yeah.
words from me. So acting is difficult. Like I realized this week that I had a 12-year-old co-star who was helping me, you know, because this is someone else's story, someone else's life, you know. I have to be in this thing I was acting in. I had to be, I was poor. I hadn't eaten in 3 days. I mean, we're celebrating my child's birthday with a slice of bread.
Eish.
That is not my reality. So it was very difficult for me to be like, I must get into my, you know. But I think with practice, like, show
You
Max,
can. Hit me
come
up.
here.
Call the girl, give her a gig, do something.
Yeah, no.
So you've been in the industry from 2021?
Yeah,
2020,
2020.
that's when you started releasing, right? So what made you make the active decision to start releasing music and putting it out there?
I know I always sound like a hater when I say this, and now I'm going to tell the real story of how I started making music. One time, my mom and I were listening to the radio.
And you were like,
I said, girl, there's no way. I could do that. I could definitely do that. So yeah, then I hit up a bunch of producers. Yeah, I always tell the story, but like I hit up like 20 producers and only Elise answered me. And I'm so happy because it means it was God's plan because, you know, only Elise answered. I went to his brother's studio that he had in Marvel at that time. At the end of 2020, at the end of 2019, I was in grade 11. And that's when I started recording. And I recorded 5 songs. That Lunatic, Truth Is, I Miss You, Meant to Be, and another one, Pity Party. I recorded them in a week. That week that I had booked with LSA, that 2019 December. Then COVID came, and I was like, oh my gosh, Mom, maybe people will hear my music more because they're sitting at home. And my streams, like, they literally flew through the sky. But I think what also helped was I was in grade 12, I was in high school. So it's like, yes, people from my high school are streaming. But the girl from St. Mary's is like, do you know there's a girl? And everyone, you know, so it became a thing of actually me, my target market was people my age and in high school. They were also like tapping in. Then that's when I released the first song in May of 2020. And then I released the second one the day before my prelims because the first one did so well. And people were like, where the hell's the song? So I was like, oh my gosh, another one's coming in August, 28th August. The next day, the next Monday, I was studying my prelims. So, yeah, but it was dope. I think what made me start was just because my mom was asking me, what is the reason that I make music? And I said, like, I want to be famous, like, duh. And she was like, well,
that's
then,
reason enough, eh?
you know, you gotta start treating yourself like you're famous. So I was like, I want to drop on SoundCloud. And she was like, no. If you want to make music, then you must drop on Apple Music like the other real artists, you know? So she started treating me like a real artist the moment I said that I want to be an artist. And that from her has just driven me to actually just continue even.
Beautiful. So you and I were speaking earlier on, and we touched on obviously the difficulties of marketing yourself as a musician on platforms like TikTok, right? And I want you to get into telling me about the difficulties of being an artist, whether it be the marketing aspect. What are some of the things that people don't see about being an artist that are difficulties?
My one difficulty, I think, like I love collaboration and I love collaborating. But when it's something for me, for instance, like it's my album. So if I'm collaborating with you, you don't feel pressure to send me my stuff on time or anything. You never feel pressurized to do anything because it's about me. It's not for you. That's something I've had to understand. It was very difficult for me to be like, you know what? It's not your project. It's mine. So I'll text you every day if I have to. You don't have to remember to send me what I asked for. Another difficulty, I think is getting yourself paying gigs, because I think a lot of the time, like, nobody wants to pay you for anything. And especially when they feel like you need them more than they need you, then you know, you're just not gonna get paid. But for me now, my challenge has been choosing the right unpaid gigs then, you know, like choosing the right thing that I do for free, you know. And yeah, my mom's my manager. As much as she's a dream come true, it's also difficulty because like it's your mom. Like now you haven't washed dishes, now there's like a beef and you're like, okay, dude, like what about music, you know? So that's been my difficulty. Creativity, you get creative blocks and stuff. And also this thing of not being paid for gigs is like they want you in a different outfit every time you're on stage, but they're not paying you. So that's also hard. But me, I know how to mix and match my clothes, so I got it all. But yeah, I think those are my main difficulties. Schedule, you know, so you need to have an attitude of just adjusting to what's been presented to you. So it's like, okay, well, your visuals won't be ready in 2 days. I know you said you're dropping on Friday, but girl, we can only have it to you next week Friday, you know, stuff like that. So you also, I had to stop crashing out and just be like, okay, well, we have to adjust. Okay, cool. We're moving things like this. You just have to have that attitude where we move.
Yeah. But
the show goes on.
Yeah. But when it comes to the sound, how receptive is the country to the sound that you make and create?
I realized at one of my gigs that my target market might just be like alt white kids. Like when I was at a gig performing for them, that was the most interaction I've gotten from an audience before. Like, wow, oh my God, what the hell is this? So I don't think they're too receptive to my sound. But it shocks me because our country, South Africa, is one of the highest consumers of R&B in the world. But they'll get there. I think they just don't know we exist. I don't think they don't like our music. Because every time they do hear our music, they see us out there live, you know. So many girls, they're killing it, you know. I'm killing it. Aware just blew up 2 seconds ago.
Yes, she's been,
you know, she's been at it. You know what I'm saying? So we love R&B. Our country loves R&B. They love our music so much. We just need to find a way to get it to them.
Yeah.
You know,
there's a track on your album. Is it? I don't care if you love me. Yeah. So would you describe that still as R&B because it gave a bit of pop?
Yeah, it's definitely pop and funk.
Okay.
You know? Yeah. But you know, I'm black, so everything. I could make Kaito tomorrow. They'll be like R&B soul.
Actually, mixing those genres. In closing, to people who are maybe in the same industry as you know, grinding, trying to get their bag, and maybe demotivating, having that creator's block, being demotivated by the fact that they're not getting paid, all these things, what is something that you would say to them as motivation and inspiration for them to keep going?
No one made it by quitting halfway, bro. So you just have to keep at it. Like I was telling you, I want to drop another project in January.
Yeah.
You're like, you just gave me an album. I'm like, no, I need to just keep dropping. I must feed the people. I must keep creating. I must keep doing what at least the people that are there acknowledge me for.
Yeah.
Because imagine now I'm like hoarding music because it doesn't have streams, but it's like, the 20 people listening to you right now,
more music.
They don't deserve new music.
Yeah.
Keep at it. Keep pushing. You got this.
I love that. So give us your socials, music, where we can go and stream it, where we can go and get it, all of that.
Okay, so I am Joda Kgosi, Joda Kgosi, on all social media platforms. That's Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. On Facebook, I am Joda Kgosi Music. On all streaming platforms, Joda Kgosi, capital J, capital K. Please check me out. Love ya. Mwah.
Alrighty, perfect way to end off the episode. Please do make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, and share the video as well. Thank you so much for tuning in for another episode. And from me, Uneli Swagamhlongo, it's over and out. I love you. It's goodbye for now, and I'm going to catch you in the next episode. Mwah.